Good afternoon, my beautiful people. Beautiful Liee here once again. I apologize that it has been a grip since I posted a vlog. I was incredibly busy with my salon project. In fact, I put over like 150 hours of work on it just to find out I probably only needed like half of that. But it turned out amazing. I honestly probably had one of the best projects out there. The presentation itself was a total bust, which was actually really ironic that I was so nervous, because that was why it was a bust. I was so nervous. I stuttered throughout the whole thing, and I actually started to hyperventilate because I forgot to breathe because I was just so nervous. It's really ironic that I was this nervous for my presentation because for high school, I was an oral interp in one act for I want to say since the 8th grade up until my senior year. Even my senior year, I was still in it. So, I mean, I had 5 years solid of public speaking, and since I was out of it for so long, I guess, I just totally butchered my presentation. It was kind of funny, though, actually. It was adorable. My teacher was Snapchatting it, and some of my friends were kind of laughing, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it, Lily, you're cute, keep going. But they all loved my presentation, and I'll actually give you guys a whole, not tutorial, little clip on it later, because I worked so hard on it. I do believe that it deserves its, own little video, and I'm sure you guys are dying to see it, because I was gone for so long working on it. I don't know, the last few weeks of school have been quite interesting. Actually, last Saturday, I left my entire kit at school. Right? My entire kit. That's like a $2,000 kit that I just forgot at school. In my defense, though, Saturday was incredibly busy for me and stressful. I actually had our boss's boss come into the school and sit in my chair for a haircut, and I cut 3 inches off of this woman's hair. I cut off a lot of hair and basically gave her a whole do-over. She looked great. I wish I would grab some pictures, but I was stressing for no reason. I was just really anxious because it was our boss's boss in our chair. And another big reason why I was so stressed out that day, some stupid student, I guess, decided to hit a vape pen in the school with wax, I guess, in it. And for whatever reason, the entire school smelled of pot. And here I have our boss's boss sitting in our chair. I'm just the school could be shut down for this. So that was another thing in the back of my mind. As soon as I found out she was sitting in my chair, I quickly went to the stage 1 classroom, and I was like, I don't know what your guys' issue is, but you better get it together right now, because we have our boss's boss here and she'll shut us down for this. So take care of what you need to take care of, because you know what I mean. So anyways, back to my story. I forgot my entire kit at school, and my lovely friend Kimmy called me on Monday night and was like, just so you know, you left your entire kit here. I went ahead and I locked it up with the teacher in a room where it's safe, so you don't have to worry about it. I got off the phone with her and literally started bawling in this spot that I'm sitting, just crying my eyes out, because how could I forget my life at school? It was just so unlike me. And embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was scared. I go into school the next day, and half of my kit is there. I have the rolling thing, my mannequin stand, and my mannequin, and I've got my odds and ends that I keep in my actual rolling container, but I'm missing my 2 additional Rubbermaid containers with my shears, my thinning shears. I had 5 pairs of scissors in that container, all my combs, all my clips, $300 worth of stuff in those 2 containers. I was so worried. I asked every teacher. When they all said that they hadn't seen it, I went ahead and I went to our school director, and I talked to him about it, and he said he would check the footage. So at the end of the day, I went ahead and I went into his office, and I went ahead and I checked on him to see how it was going. And he said that, quote, the footage was too awful or too low definition to make out anything. So he said he was going to go ahead and if I hung out until 4 o'clock and just waited after school, he would ask all of the teachers if they'd seen anything. I was like, okay, fine. But between that time and 4 o'clock, I went ahead and I decided to call the police because I figured since he can't get a good picture of it, why not bring the cops down so they can have the footage and use their high-tech security stuff and whatever and actually, like, you know, figure it out. Went ahead and went back in there after I got off the phone with them, and he informed me that all of the teachers claimed that they haven't seen it. And so I went ahead and I told him that, you know, in all honesty, I just got off the phone with a non-emergency police hotline, and there will be some officers over to the school shortly. Our director was so pissed. Like, in all honesty, he was like, well, you know, you could make a list. We have asked all around, but in all honesty, once you leave your stuff here, we have a right to just throw it away. Wait, you have a right to throw a $2,000 kit away that I purchased from the school? Yeah, because that's not screwed up. Yeah, he was mad, and he was quite disrespectful. Whatever. I hung out for a little while, and the police came. And I can't tell you how rude one of the other teachers there were to me the entire time they were there. She kept saying, you know, well, the student left, or she left her kit here over the weekend, which students are not allowed to do. She kept blaming me for the entire thing, which I thought was really funny. As we're, like, talking to the cops and giving them a tour and showing them where all the security cameras are, etc., etc., they go ahead and they're like, okay, well, we'll go ahead and get the permission from the director to go ahead and take a look at the footage. But in all honesty, if your kit was left here on Saturday night and wasn't found until Monday night at 10 o'clock, there's no possible way he could have gone through all that footage. Right. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go home. It's been a long day. You have my information. I have yours. We'll see you guys later. Deuces. And I went ahead and on my way out, I was talking to another instructor who wanted to have all the details about it. As I'm talking to her, another instructor walks by, and she all of a sudden hears me talking about my Rubbermaid containers, and she's like, you know, got this look on her face. I'm like, what? Have you seen any Rubbermaid containers? She's like, yeah, actually, I locked up 2 the other day. So she goes ahead and she leads me back into her office and brings out these 2 Rubbermaid containers. So I mean, it was bittersweet. Yes, I found my stuff. I was quite embarrassed. In fact, I went ahead and went up to the cops, and I was like, you know, I'm sure you guys are going to laugh about this the rest of your night, but my teacher actually just handed me the containers. You guys can go home. Thank you for stopping by, and have a nice night and enjoy the laugh. But in the same way, I was really mad because the fact that the teacher brought out the containers from her locked, like, the teacher's, like, office in her locker proves to me that our school director didn't even look at the footage. Otherwise, he would have seen her taking it, you know, to the safe area. just saying. So I've got a little bit of a beef with the school director right now, too. And on top of that, I have students overreacting, saying that I called the cops for no apparent reason, when in reality, I was lied to from my school director, you know, who claimed to have asked everybody and done all the research and, you know, whatever. So that's how my like past few days have been going. So I do apologize. It's been crazy. So anyways, I'm just kind of sitting here on my lunch break talking to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish my sandwich here and get back to school. We're doing progress reports today, dashboards, so it's not much going on, but when I get home, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys my Salon project. See you guys in a bit. Well, I'm sitting out on my break, and class has been a total drag. We've done nothing but literally sit around and twiddle our thumbs for like the last hour and a half. We were supposed to go over our progress reports and dashboards, but my teacher has literally just been kind of sitting there with them in front of her, gossiping. I mean, she's been calling students up to look over the progress reports with them, but she's doing like one student every 20 minutes. Like, she calls a student up and then she starts talking. So, I mean, it's just been really boring, and I've kind of want to bang my face against the wall, you know, just done, man. Come on, get this over with. I want to know how I did. Like, she hasn't even called my name yet. And I want to know how I did the last 5 weeks. So, you know, just going to wait it out. Hopefully it picks up, and we can get on home. Well, this is our main event today. We are at Walmart, and we have a giant Monster Energy monster truck. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, because we got Shadow with shoes here. Let me walk up to it here. Yes. This is what we came across this afternoon on our little Walmart adventure to get some Mountain Dew. Just thought I'd share it with you guys. This is what I've been doing for the last 3 hours, ever since we came home from Walmart. Just, you know, trying to update my PC. Wish I could say I was doing more with my night. I would be giving you a walkthrough of my diagram that I did for my Salon project, because it's like an actual, like, 3D model that I did on a computer rather than doing like a physical 3D diorama. It was just easier. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. That and watching Cardboard Boxer. It's on Netflix. Haven't seen it, so give you guys a bit of a review on that after a bit here. But yeah, this is my night. Real exciting. Well, my computer's been updated, and so now I can go and give you guys a little walkthrough of what I've been doing for the last few weeks. This is my vision board that I created for my Salon project. Honestly, more of my time was spent on the diagram, but let me give you guys a little walkthrough here. We did a full-on blueprint of my salon. Yes, it is complete with a panic room, a meditation room, a photo shoot room, and like even a picture gallery and a whole little kitchen. We'll go through that later. We also like had to make an extensive menu list of all of our salon prices, our mission statement. My mission statement was that beautiful lives, we believe that all life is beautiful, and promise to deliver the very best service in a gracious, positive, uplifting, and above all, stress-free environment. Because, you know, I think life should be stress-free in my, you know, world of fantasies, I guess. We also had to do specials that we go on. So there's a lot of specials that I like to do. Like, we love our moms, so if your daughter is a cosmetologist, moms get #1 priority and a 50% discount on all services, which is awesome. So just a few of our little specials I would do if I ever owned a salon. But what's really cool is the imagery that I decided to do. So if, I've got everything laid out, so this is basically where you enter, and then it just kind of revolves around there. So at our entrance here, the main guts of the salon, I don't know if you guys can tell in the picture there, but that's like a purple smoky wall, and we've got the flower of life right in the middle of the floor there, and the reception area has got some more flowers on the wall and another flower of life. It's very much centered around the flower of life, and if you know anything about sacred geometry, the flower of life is from the geometrical representation from which all life forms. So it's one of the most beautiful symbols to me. So it's very much the feel of my salon, very zen, very calm, very peaceful. So that is my meditation room layout. Let's go ahead and give you guys a walkthrough here. Let me go ahead and open up my computer, and I don't know if my brightness is all the way up. This might be kind of messy here. Hang on. There we go. We can actually see the picture now. Alright. So this is a free program. It's called 123 Design. It's by Autodesk. If anybody's interested in 3D design, I took several courses in high school. So I'm very much a 3D geek on a computer. Sorry, I'm lining this up there. Okay. So I probably spent, I want to say, 20 hours max on this. This is where I spent most of my time. Right here in this little area right here is my entrance area. Complete with, sliding doors and windows. This concept right here, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these fountains before, but like literally my whole idea behind this is just to like have the water falling right down the middle there. We have open archways. This leads into our reception area. There's just incredible detail in this little 3D project that I did here. But I even have computers, chairs, little mouses there. Sorry, it's a little messy to control. I I even got like phones with receivers, and I don't know if you guys know anything about graphic design or anything like that. These are like actual individual little pieces that I had to make and piece together. So quite extensive, a lot of work there. These are product shelves that you see lined up all around in that area. Moving on, you zoom out here, we've got more fun stuff to show you here than just like the reception area. This is our waiting area. Okay, so this big thing, circular thing right here, is supposed to be a fountain. Let me go ahead and rotate it. You can actually tell. Sorry. Like I said, it's slightly messy. But yeah, there's actual layering there and stuff that I did for a fountain. The over to the right here, in like the actual official waiting area, I want this to be a koi pond, and obviously seating all surrounded. And then we've even got like a little dining area over here. Oh, these are bathrooms before I forget. Yeah. Got like little bathroom stalls, sinks. There's even mirrors on every sink. This is our like our little refreshment area. Oops, not that, that's a bathroom. Sorry, trying to control this here. This is our little refreshment area. We've got like a bunch of cabinets. You can tell, little handles and stuff, and very extensive. Like if you notice on this fridge, everything's just individual pieces. So a lot of work went into this. These little brown things that you see kind of plastered around the salon are basically like picture frames where if I ever had a salon, I would go ahead and just display my art throughout the entire thing. So this thing right here, this red carpet, is supposed to be a runway for any like VIP fashion shows or fun stuff like that in my salon. I think that would be cool. This is our photo gallery that I did, so I could go ahead and post more of my art around in my salon and have people hang out in there. Here. Okay, this is our main salon floor area over here that we're looking at. Excuse me, I'm not trying to burp. These are my salon stations. The idea behind this is everything is at the station. This little thing right here is a waxing thing because, you know, we shouldn't have to be running around the salon to go wax our clients. And above all, we shouldn't be running around our salon to shampoo them either. So I went ahead and I designed my sinks so that way, or our station, so that way the sink is built inside of the station. All you have to do is close the lid right here when you're done washing your client and continue on with the service. So that idea was actually inspired to me by my hairdresser that I used to go to up in South Dakota when I lived up there. And even the chairs are expensive here. Oh, sorry, this is struggling here. Hang on. See my awesome chairs there, guys? I don't know if you can really tell, but there's even like a footstool and all kinds of fun stuff there. So yeah, a lot of detail in that. Cabinetry and stuff there in our little station. Moving on. Got a lot to show you here. I'm trying to make this as brief as I possibly can. This is our sanitary. Hang on here. Where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay. This is our dispense room right here, complete with a sink and window, so people can, you know, talk to this dispense. This is a sanitary room, store room. There's even washers and dryers. I'm literally tipping this backwards just to make it easier, but yeah, washers and dryers, and even like more cabinetry, more windows there. And any door that, or I'm sorry, any area that is really for employees only is actually complete with a very secure door with like this little like black thing, so they can just go ahead and hit their key card, so nobody else can go in there. And, you know, oh, I'm sorry here. There's so many different objects on this. It's actually really hard for my computer memory to handle all of this because it's just like a little flimsy laptop. This is my office. Over here, got an awesome purple couch because I love purple. Yes, this is a panic room. I've never seen a movie, but there's a bit on Family Guy where this is actually kind of inspired from. But I figured, what the hell? If I ever owned an office, or salon, I'd want a panic room too. You know, these are actual beds on like upper 2 rows, and then there's a bunch of seating all around. And then there's like a legitimate wall with what's supposed to be like computer screens, buttons, a telephone, and like even an actual safe in a safe room. A nice big door there, access card, file cabinets on the other side, you know, and 3 computers. Make it look like a legitimate office. Telephone. I'm sorry this is shaking. I apologize for that. Alright. Sorry. Lag in here. Alright. Moving over. This is our staff break room. We've got a giant refrigerator there, TVs and couches and stuff. So that way the staff can come in and take a break too. There's even a microwave that I added. The things I do. And then right next to that we have the meditation room. The idea behind this being there's absolutely nothing in there but 4 speakers that just pretty much put off binaural beats and hang out and listen to music and meditate. I'm running out of record time here, so my phone might cut me off here. I'm watching that clock tick, so we'll try and sum this up here. But we've also got a nice spa, facial room, another bathroom, and now my computer's freezing too. It's working great for me today. And like a little pedicure, manicure area too. So that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks. My phone's freaking out at me, so I'm gonna cut this short. We'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, well I think that wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed the updates. As you can tell, it's been a very busy few weeks, up to my eyeballs in school projects. We got one more coming up. We're doing a presentation, I guess, on a Victorian era, so it'll be fun. It'll be a lot easier than the last one because I've got a group, and so yay! More people to share the work. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and if you haven't hit that like button, be sure to do that for me, and hit that subscribe button too. There's more videos coming and more tutorials, so be sure to tune in. We'll see you in the next one.